Hi everyone, welcome to week 1. We are going to start with reading chapter 30 from page 840, one second, let me go back here, 846 to 853. This is going to cover sort of the basics, some basic terms and definitions, where drugs come from, and different classifications of drugs. So our objectives for this week are to list and describe 5 different sources of drugs, identify drug classifications, including their indications for use, desired effects, and adverse reactions, and correctly spell and define essential terms. By the end of this week, you will need to complete week 1 assignment, the syllabus and Moodle quiz, which is available for the first 2 weeks of the course, as well as the week 1 intro forum, which is where you'll just introduce yourself to your classmates and reply to 2 other classmates. There is a minimum word count, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. It's 250 words for the original post, and each of your replies should be 100 words. So a drug is any substance that produces a change in the function of a living organism. And this could be something as simple as an antibiotic that we use to fight off an infection, or something as complex as a psych medication that helps rebalance a patient's neurological standpoint to help them be more stable. Pharmacology is the study of drugs, including their origin, nature, properties, and effects upon living organisms. And we're also going to talk about a drug's efficacy, how well it works, and how much benefit it would have for a patient. Sometimes you'll hear this compared to how safe it is. So if you have a really effective drug, but it's not safe, you may see it not used as much because it's considered dangerous. So what we're looking for in a good drug is a drug that is both safe, it won't harm our patient, and it's effective. It works really well. So just some terms that we should be able to define, but you might not hear to use too often. Pharmacognosy is the study of a drug's characteristics and its sources, where the drug comes from. Pharmacodynamics is the study of what a drug does to the body. And pharmacokinetics is a study of what the body does to the drug. So it's a two-way street there. The drug might cause the body to speed up the heart rate, speed up the breathing, whereas the body might cause the drug to break down really quickly. It's all a fine balance. Pharmacotherapeutics is the study of the desired uses and effects of a drug. And toxicology, an interesting field, is the study of poisons, their effects, and antidotes. And sometimes toxicology can be the study of drugs that aren't intended to be poisons, but become poisonous because maybe they were taken in excess or taken by someone who can't process them as well, say someone with decreased kidney function. So a little bit about the history of drugs. They've been around for a long time. 2600 BC was the first record of drugs in Babylonia. In the Middle Ages, the practice of pharmacy became a specialty. And in 1821, the first official college of pharmacy was formed. APHA, which is the American Pharmacist Association, was founded in 1852. And in the early 1900s, even though drugs had been around for a long time, we finally started developing laws to regulate them. Today, drugs are rigorously tested before consumer use, which is good news for our patients because we know that they're both safe and effective. So where do drugs come from? Drugs can come from plant sources, such as the digitalis plant. That's that beautiful pink flower you see there. Really, really pretty. It's called foxglove. That's where we get digoxin from, digitalis. Other drugs that come from plants include ergot and opium. You might be familiar with opium in the form of, I'm guessing, from poppy seeds. Animal sources are also a source of drug. We used to get insulin from animals. Now we synthesize it in a lab. We get thyroid medications, cortisone, and adrenaline from animals. Mineral sources can create drugs as well, such as silver nitrite, which is something to help with bleeding, sulfur, lithium carbonate, which is a bipolar medication, and there are synthetic sources, meaning they were created in pharmaceutical laboratories. Last but not least, bioengineering, and this is still created in a lab, but really using things from humans in order to create new drugs that can help with some really complicated diseases. So animals, plants, minerals, synthetic sources, and bioengineering. So what are the medical uses of drugs? Drugs can be therapeutic, meaning a substance used in the treatment of a condition to relieve symptoms. An example would be opioids used to relieve pain, and the book uses the example of aspirin to relieve symptoms of a headache. Drugs can be diagnostic, maybe use it in combination with radiography or a procedure to detect abnormalities. We can use radio contrast as a diagnostic tool to look at a patient's blood vessels and rule out or rule in a stroke. Curative, a medication that helps to remove an agent that causes disease, and an example here would be antibiotics. Replacement therapy. These are agents used to replace chemicals that are deficient or missing within the body, such as insulin and other hormones. Also vitamins. Maybe some of us don't get enough vitamins in our diet depending on what we eat or what we can't eat. So that's a replacement therapy. Preventative, also termed as prophylactic. These are used to prevent or lessen the severity of a disease. Examples include immunizing agents such as vaccines and antibiotics. Or perhaps we take preventative anticoagulants to keep us from having a clot. So table 30-1 is going to really help you with your homework. Pay attention to that and make sure that you access that for your homework. It comes right out of the book. So drugs are categorized by their actions on the body and how they change, the change they produce in cellular activity, as well as the body system they affect. And again, we're looking at table 30.30-1 on 848 all the way over to 853. This is going to be a great source of drugs as well for looking up medications for your project in week 7. So always refer back to this table. We talk about classification of drugs. What class does it fall into? For example, some I see here are diuretic, thrombolytic agents, antihistamines. What are their indications or uses? Some examples, some side effects, and some adverse effects. This is going to look very similar to your table. Your table will be a little more detailed and drug specific, but again, this is a great start to see what that might look like. So that's the end of our lecture. As I said, it's going to be short and sweet for week 1. Week 2 and further will get longer, so make sure you stay on top of your reading. Always complete that first. Don't forget to do that forum and that syllabus quiz, which will count as a homework grade, and your assignment, which is, again, super short this week. You're welcome. It will get longer. If you have any questions, I'm always available by email. I answer within 24 hours on Monday through Friday, and on the weekend I take a little longer because I don't check my email as often. Hope you guys have a great week.